Hello, my name is Ayman Sukari. Today we'll be talking about the new Agile Architecture Manifesto. First, a little bit about myself. I have 31 years of experience in total in information technology. 15 of it is in architecture in different capacities, including enterprise architecture, solution architecture, and business architecture. I have a master's degree in computer engineering from the University of Michigan in 1991. Covered many industries, including banking, space, federal agencies, defense, pharmaceutical, insurance, and hospitality, and other industries as well. Have spoken at conferences and forums related to enterprise architecture, artificial intelligence, machine learning, software engineering in general. So the Agile Architecture Manifesto came as a response to the Agile Manifesto that I'm sure everybody is familiar with by now. Basically, the new Architecture Manifesto, moving from one set of standards to another set of standards. So moving from intentional architecture to emergent architecture, instead of authoring big architecture documents up front for each project, you establish just enough just-in-time architecture for the next few iterations. And instead of establishing long-term roadmaps for the next few years, you build an architectural runway for the next few iterations. So companies used to spend a lot of time creating these long-term roadmaps for the next few years. And as soon as you click the save button on those roadmaps, they are already obsolete because of new technologies or because the products themselves have changed. Those companies and organizations need to switch to building architectural runways instead. When it comes to governance, we used to have those governance bodies to enforce guidelines and guardrails. I remember being part of an architecture review board where architects and engineers would bring their designs and architecture documents to the forum, and the enterprise architects will approve or reject that design, or ask the engineers or the architects to make modifications for those in those documents. Instead, companies should be embedding solution architects within the DevOps teams, which will ensure the continuation of the original architecture during the execution of the project. Architecture guidelines documented in large documents. So instead of doing that, you should be switching to enabler epics embedded in portfolio backlogs. And in the portfolio, from the portfolio backlogs, those enabler epics make their way into program backlogs and the team's backlogs as those enabler epics become necessary for the building of the actual project user stories and features. And instead of measuring success by how many roadmaps we have built, we need to be measuring success by how much money we save the company.